Because you need fiber, right?
Why?
Thought it was good for like digestion and your gut microbiome and stuff like that.
What does it do?
A lot of people tell me that it prevents glucose going into the blood or something.
Where's the glucose coming from?
So you don't need it.
Fiber is very helpful, and I spell this out in the book because we have a lot of half-truths in our minds about food. So yes, fiber, for example, you're exactly right, lowers glucose spikes. But the glucose is coming from a diet that's too high in sugar. And so you won't get glucose spikes if you regulate your glucose levels. So that's one interesting thing about fiber. So if you're eating a high carbohydrate diet, fiber can soften your glucose spikes, and that's a plus. But there's a more effective way to lower your glucose spikes is to not get a glucose spike in the first place. Another thing people often say about fiber is that it sweeps your colon clean of toxins and kind of that might otherwise build up and cause problems. But fiber, there's no evidence that fiber is sweeping anything clean, or there's never been a study that demonstrates this. It's really just a belief about what we imagine fiber as being like the broom of the intestines. But there's no that's just a belief. There's no science behind that whatsoever. The intestines clean themselves. The lining sheds regularly, actually very frequently, and the border of the intestines sweep themselves clean. But the biggest myth about fiber is that it's good for digestion, because fiber, by definition, is indigestible by humans.